My ex cheated on me. Should I get back with them? Hey folks, I'm Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life and write a better love story. I'm going to ask, if you're new to this channel, smash the subscribe button. When you do that, tick the bell icon. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, I'd like to ask you to give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the section down below, and check the description below the video for some free ebooks that I give away, as well as my personal email address. But let's get into the content here. My ex cheated on me. Should I get back together with them? This comes from, I've gotten several emails here recently where people who have been cheated on, all of a sudden their ex wants to come back. And one in particular, it was a girl that said, they were together for about a year. Her boyfriend was cheating on her, so she broke up with him. And after a couple of weeks, he really wanted to come back. I'm sorry, honey. I want to come back. Please take me back. I'm so sorry for what I did. And some of you have heard this all before, and some of you have lived this. Understand something. Cheating is one of the most painful betrayals that anyone can do in a relationship. It hurts terribly bad. I've been there. Many of you have been there, and you realize that it is incredible betrayal. Now, everybody's different. Every breakup is different. Some people it doesn't affect as badly, but most people that I have dealt with that have been cheated on are just devastated. They are hurt, and it is the ultimate betrayal. Now, what exactly is cheating? Let's knock that out first of all. If you're 12 years old, cheating is you're holding hands with another girl, or your boyfriend's holding hands with another girl, or or whatever. That could be cheating for a 12-year-old or not. But for the most part, if you're in an adult relationship, cheating is kind of signified as sexual contact with a partner who is not your exclusive partner. If you're in an exclusive relationship and one of you is having sex with another partner, romantic with another partner, that is considered cheating. Now, that's not the only kind of cheating. There are also emotional affairs, and I've seen a lot of these over my days, where maybe your boyfriend or girlfriend has somebody else at work, or maybe somebody at the gym, or somebody that they know from someplace else, from a group, and they're kind of flirtatious, and they're kind of having an emotional affair going on, kind of filling the holes that maybe you're not filling emotionally. So there are those. There's also some affairs that I see online, Facebook affairs, But really, it happens. People be on dating sites and they'll meet someone and they chat back and forth and they kind of fall in love with someone they've never actually met. Emotional affairs are also cheating. It is also a betrayal. It indicates that there is something lacking for them and they are looking for it elsewhere. Now, the first thing that I will tell you about cheating is, regardless of what happens, it's not your fault if your partner cheated. It is not your fault. What often happens is when someone is cheating on their partner and they get caught, or if they get caught, quite often what happens is the first thing they want to do is they blame it on their partner. Well, if you were more active sexually, or if you did this, or if you did that, if you lost 10 pounds or whatever, or if you weren't doing this, or if you weren't hanging out with your friends all the time, or riding your motorcycle, or whatever, my needs aren't being met here. Well, if your needs aren't being met, break the frickin' relationship, okay? If your needs aren't being met, communicate about it, talk about it. If they're still not being met, then get out of it. Don't cheat. Get out of it, okay? There's plenty of people out there. Trust me, there's plenty of people out there. But don't take the blame. So many people that I have talked to, it's my fault that he cheated. No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that she went out with some other guy. It's not your fault that he ran off with his secretary or whatnot. It is not your fault. You cannot take the blame for that. Did you contribute to the relationship failure? Yeah, we all do. It takes two to make a relationship, and it takes two to break a relationship. But do not accept the blame for them cheating. They made a decision somewhere along the line. They went out and acted on that, okay? And don't go out and cheat just to get even. God, people want to keep score, and I see this happen all the time. Maintain your own dignity if that happens. But anyway, the question is, should I get back together with this person? Well, I can't tell you if you should or you shouldn't. If you really feel there's some love there and there's something, many people will tell you don't ever get back with someone that cheated on you. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't necessarily buy into that, but I have seen it happen on numerous occasions. If your boyfriend or girlfriend has cheated on you 2, 3, 4 times, yeah, don't take them back. Come on. You deserve somebody that's not going to cheat on you, somebody that's not going to betray you. But if it was a one-time deal, you have to make that decision. Personally, I probably wouldn't do it. That's just me. I'd cry it out, be done with it, cry it out, be done with it, find somebody else. That's just me. But somebody maybe has some time invested in the relationship. You have to understand, though, if you are going to consider taking back a cheating ex, or if you're going to try and save a relationship, maybe you haven't broken up, you're going to try and save a relationship where one of you cheated, you have to understand there are some things that you're going to face. You're going to face trust issues. Okay, that trust was broken when your partner cheated. Okay, or if you cheated, you broke the partner's trust. That takes a long time to get back. Not just like when you met, you first met and then you learned to trust each other. No, it's at a whole different level. It takes a lot longer to rebuild trust than it did to build it in the first place, because they see that. And if you were cheated on, you have to be very careful. You have to be in a good enough emotional place to be able to try it again. Because I'll tell you what happens. Every time your mate is not where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be, if they're late coming home from work, they got to work late again, they're going to go to the gym again, they're going to go someplace, their phone rings and they just don't respond, they just put it down and they hit cancel all of a sudden, you will find yourself looking for everything to find the chink in the armor, to find the problem. You're going to look for them to cheat again. It's natural. People do this. And you have to realize that you're going to go through a period of that as you're rebuilding trust, if you can rebuild the trust. Some people can't do it. But if you're going to try that, you have to realize that that's going to happen. You'll find yourself doing things like you're walking by and their phone's laying down. You'll just pick it up and look and see, wow, he's getting a lot of texts from Bob. A lot of texts from Bob. I wonder if Bob's really married and he just changed his name or something like that, so I wouldn't get suspicious. If you're not careful, you will find fault in everything. This is one of the downsides of trying to save a relationship where there has been infidelity. It is very difficult to do, and it takes a long time for that trust to come back. You need to learn to communicate. Communication is vital if you're going to try and save a relationship that had infidelity in it. You need to be open and honest, and you need to be very honest. If something hurts your feelings, you need to tell them. What I see happen a lot of times is if they are given another chance after after it blows over so much, the initial hurt blows over and whatnot like that, they just expect everything to go back to normal, and then they get pissy if you're not acting normal. Oh God Almighty, I apologize. What the hell? Well, you know what? You have to earn that back, as far as I'm concerned. I've seen this happen. I've seen it happen multiple times. Somebody expects it's going to be, why don't you trust me? I've been here, it's been a month, dude. You cheated 3 times. It's been a month. Okay, so get over yourself. And your ex or your partner, if that's the case, needs to be willing to accept the fact that the trust is going to take time. They're going to need to realize it's going to take time. They're going to need to be truly repentant for what happened, and they're going to really need to put the effort in to make it work. And they're going to need to understand if you get frustrated or if you get suspicious about something. They're going to need to understand that you have that right to be that way. They bought that right for you to be that way. You can tell them that. You can say, I'm this way because of you. That you can kind of blame on them. So yeah, there's that. Another thing I will say is, if you really want to try and save a relationship where there was infidelity, counseling is a very, very good thing to do. It does get a bad rap sometimes, but if you really have a love story there that you think needs to be told, and you're both kind of committed to telling that story, then you should try and seek out counseling. Counseling will help you both realize your part in the situation and will help you to come together. It will help build that trust a little faster. So I highly recommend it, especially in a relationship where there was infidelity. If, a long-term relationship, maybe a marriage, that people have been together for 10 years or something like that, I would recommend you seek counseling. It's good. It gets a bad reputation sometimes, but it's good. It helps you to discover, what caused this thing, what happened, and how to deal with it, and how to rebuild that trust. So the question is whether or not you should get back together with that ex. That's something you have to decide for yourself. A lot of people can never get over the betrayal of it. They will try and it doesn't work. So you have to be committed to making it work. You have to really be committing to having that. But if you want to try and you honestly believe there's a story to tell, then I say go for it. Just beware that you're gonna have some challenges. You're gonna have some hills that you got to climb. So anyway, folks, that's what I got to tell you tonight. Jim Miller, helping you find and keep the love of your life. Listen, I want to say something. I'm picking up some subscribers here, and I really do appreciate it. God, I appreciate everything. I'm getting some nice comments, a lot of nice emails, and I appreciate everything that everyone's saying. I'm trying to keep this more on the, building yourself and working yourself up, building your self-esteem, finding your self-love. I want to keep it away from the tricks and the manipulation to try and get your ex back. And it's more about building the mindset you need to get your ex back. Now, there are some programs out there. Brad Browning's program, I agree with a good part of it. There are some tactics in there. I say tactics, not tricks, not manipulation, but there are some tactics in there that play on psychology that can kind of draw your ex back. So there are some good programs out there, and but by the same token, don't trick your ex back. Don't manipulate your ex back. Draw your ex back by being just a wonderful person and being in love. So that's all I got for you tonight, folks. Have a great night. Thank you.